Hello, how we doing? It's Brian again. It is Saturday, the 18th of April, 2026. Thought I'd check in case you didn't see my little birthday video. We did not hit our goal for 199 by my 60th birthday, and that's okay. It happens. We gave it a good shot. Now, for those that missed the update, today is Saturday, so today's shot day. And I guess the big news is after discussing with my doctor earlier this week, we've gone up to 12.5 grams of Mounjaro. We have been in a weight stall for about 6 weeks. End of February to today, I've been almost exactly the same weight. First 10 days of March, I got down to about 215.8 at my lowest. Then the cancer stuff jumped up, and I think the stress got to me a little bit, and it caused the weight to go up, cortisol, not sleeping well, the whole 9 yards. Because of the biopsy and everything, I was advised to stop working out heavily. I did keep walking, but we didn't do a whole lot of weightlifting. But now that we're all past that, and the cancer's not a concern anymore, I'm back to lifting weights. I'm, as the weather is broken, I've been able to go on some really nice long walks with Abby. I think we're regularly getting 3 miles in less than an hour, so that's good. I have been working a lot and getting a lot of physical activity during work, but I've recently got back into my push-pull legs routines. So we're back on the equipment. Had a nice 40-minute session this morning. And then I jumped in the sauna, took a shower, and had breakfast. And so here I am talking to you. Unfortunately, here in Michigan, it's rainy and going to get cold again. It's supposed to only be in the 30s, 40s tomorrow. So by the time I have an opportunity to mow some grass, it's going to be good and long, but we'll make it work. So what I really wanted to talk about today, and I've been thinking about it a lot, when you pass a milestone like your birthday, for me, 60 years, what would I have wished I could tell myself back when I was 40? Now, for me, when I was 40 years old, I'm thinking now, I was in, that's 2016. No, it wasn't. It was 2006. I was sober. Yeah. I was in my 3rd year of sobriety. But I was big. I was probably 270 pounds. I don't think there's many pictures from that time. I was a vampire back then. I didn't get on camera. Kids were small. And I had a good career. I was making a good living. I was enjoying my work, but I wasn't planning for the future. I was living one day at a time, and that's basically where I've been my entire life. But so, what would I say to myself if I had an opportunity to go back and counsel the 40-year-old Brian? Well, I obviously would have talked about health. I would have talked about quitting smoking, getting control of the weight, avoiding type 2 diabetes. But I didn't have that opportunity. So maybe with the advent of videos, YouTube, um, what if the 80-year-old Brian could come back 20 years from now and talk to me today at 60? What would he say? You ever think about stuff like that, or is that just me? Um, so here's what I tell the 40-year-old. Work, while it's important, is a means to secure your future. I think my camera just turned off for some reason. We'll find out. You know what? I'm going to check right now. Well, that was weird. All right, camera just shut off. I guess we'll edit it. But so what would I say to 40-year-old Brian if I had the opportunity? Work is important, but it is a tool. It's a tool to position yourself to be financially in a place where when you're 60 years old, you have options. Now, I'm fortunate. I love what I do today. And I was given an opportunity to kind of tweak my career path a little bit. And I really enjoy what I do. But it would have been nice to have a little more cushion right now. Now, part of the reason for that is I made some really bad decisions about 10 years ago. And I was in the throes of alcoholism and really just starting my disease process. I had just in 2016, at the time, at close to 300 pounds, was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Did not handle that well. Didn't take it seriously. And that's what led to the heart attack just before I turned 56. But looking at what we're doing today versus what we were doing then, it's incredible. I found another picture. We were cleaning out one of the spare rooms now that the kids are out, and I found a picture with my grandson when he graduated from high school. So it would have been 2017. And man, was I big. I might even post it here on the side. And just look at the difference in that face versus this face. And again, I'm still 20, 25 pounds away from my goal. I mean, according to my fit scale, I should be for my size and my frame, I should be 190 to 195 pounds. So, which, by the way, I don't know. Did I mention it? This morning I was 221 on the scale on shot day. And again, we're hoping to get things going south again on the scale. But again, just random Brian stuff. I think about this stuff. And I think I'm gonna change the focus of this channel to, I don't know, you guys tell me. I came up with the name Brian's Silver Health Quest because silver was a fancy way of saying that I'm getting older. You know, the silver anniversary, the golden years, whatever you want to call it. I'm thinking it might be easier for people to find me to say, you know, Brian's Senior Health Quest, because the Health Quest hasn't stopped. That's going to stay the same. And whether I like to admit it or not, I'm a senior. So that's kind of the focus. That's what we're gonna focus on. I don't know if I'll change the name, but if you guys think it's a good idea, if it helps more people find me or more people get interested in what we're doing, then that would be a good idea. But we'll see. And let's talk about some of the other changes. I am just finished my third night on my CPAP. And I struggled with that thing 10 years ago. But I think the reason I struggled is, number one, I was so big. Number two, I was still smoking. This thing isn't bad at all. I can sleep. I can put it on. And I went with a full face mask. And it's got a little app that goes with it. And my scores every night have been 97, 98, 97 out of 100. So that's good. I'm not getting as much sleep as I thought I would. But it's good quality sleep. Hour and 20 minutes of deep sleep, hour and 35 minutes of REM sleep. But this morning I woke up at 2:45 and tried to lay there until almost 4 and finally said forget it and got up. So I'm thinking I have to go to bed a little later, and just adjust for the fact that maybe 6-7 hours of sleep is enough, especially if I'm getting an hour and 20. If I get half of that as REM or deep sleep, maybe that's enough. I don't know. We'll find out. The watch has given me decent scores, 70s, 80s. But one of the things that's really interesting is on that the CPAP app that goes with it is it's saying that I've had 0.02 or 0.2 incidents per hour. Now, according to Gemini, my AI companion, anything under 5 incidents per hour is really good. I'm at 0.2. So we're going to keep it up. I guess I'm happy that I made that decision to go ahead with it. I fought it a little bit. I wasn't even going to do the sleep study. But I'm glad I did. And we'll see. And so far, Debbie said it isn't bothering her. It's not keeping her up. The mask fits pretty well. So we're going to keep that experiment up and see how that goes. And hopefully it'll help start moving the scale, because I think that's part of the cortisol waking me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. is causing, and lack of good quality sleep has not allowed me to uh, replenish the muscles and things like that. So the workouts, the shots going up. I'll be taking my um, fourth testosterone injection tomorrow. And again, just a side note for all you GLP-1 users. Today I took that first 12.5 shot in my thigh. First time I've done that in a long time. I've just been going around the belly button, but decided to start a whole new place and see if that makes any difference. I don't know that it does. I've never taken one in my arm. I think it's because of the CGM that I wear. Now, to that fact, with the GLP-1s, my blood sugars are as low as they've ever been. Routinely, I wake up with, if I do a finger stick, it'll be in the mid to upper 80s to the low 90s almost every morning. The CGM is, mid 90s to high 90s every morning, usually within 10 points, which that Stello CGM I think runs a little high. But even that, that says that my average blood glucose, say that fast, blood glucose over the last 90 days is averaging 82. Not bad for a type 2 diabetic. So the Mounjaro is doing its job as far as the blood sugar goes. Interestingly, yesterday we had a meeting in the office and I had a donut. 2 of them. I was watching the downsize, and Lorraine has her cheeseburger theory, and Brittany on her GLP-1 channel says that you got to mix it up and shock the system sometimes. So they were bugging me about having a donut, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I will. So I had an eclair, and I had a blueberry glazed donut. And my blood sugar shot up to 225. But immediately it was right back down. And it didn't crash. It went back down to 100 and stayed there. So the spike was fairly normal. By the time I got home and had dinner last night, which was just a couple of hamburgers and a salad, but the blood glucose was 92 and it stayed 92, 93, even after I ate. So we're getting tremendous blood sugar control with the CGM as a tool, and doing the finger sticks. I'm not chasing ketones right now. I was, but those strips are just too expensive, especially now. I've got 2 more months of Stello sensors, and I've canceled my subscription on them. We're going to use that money for some other stuff. Number one, we got to pay for the biopsies. But hey, no more copay. I met my deductibles and copays for the year. So that means my insurance, knock on wood, will cover the Mounjaro for the rest of the year. So, all right. So we talked about the cancer's gone. Never was there. False alarm. Good news there. We passed the 60th birthday. Now, Gemini wants me to tell you that I'm at 99.7 pounds of skeletal muscle, which for somebody my age is really, really good. And my SMI, skeletal muscle index, is what, 17.1 or something? I'll double check that. But very high. I do feel strong. Um, I'm going into crawl spaces and crawling and basically doing bear crawls and not having any issues. Um, Getting in or getting out of tight spaces, so that's good. I'm I'm lifting heavier weights. Added 15 pounds to my barbell today for my workout, and also ordered some new 20-pound dumbbells. So yeah, we're lifting heavy things. We're getting stronger. I'm down to my last loop on belts that I just bought last summer. So that's good. I'll probably take measurements on May 8th, which is about 2-3 weeks from now, because that's the anniversary of me starting my GLP-1 journey. In case you don't remember, I did 2 shots of, or was it 3? I think it was 3 shots of compounded semaglutide, just the loading dose at 0.25 milligrams, and then switched to, or 0.25 milligrams of semaglutide, and then switched to Mounjaro the end of May at 2.5. So those anniversaries are coming up. It'll be almost a year. As a matter of fact, on my little app here, I've been tracking all my shots. I don't know if you can see that, but that's my downward chart. Until the last 3 weeks, it's been going up a little bit. But if we look at the graph, I'm at week 49. So I have averaged 0.7 pounds per week of weight loss, and I'm down a total of 35.3 pounds since I started taking the shots. But I gained 2.4 pounds in the last week and 4.2 pounds in the last 4 weeks. So that's why, the chart goes down and then it's been going up. So that's why we're focusing on 12.5. We're going to try to get that number moving in the right direction again. And again, whether it happens in the next 2 months or 10 months or 12 months, we're going to get to our weight goal. And then we're going to just work on staying strong. When I get to that point, we'll have some discussions about quote unquote maintenance. I don't know why everybody's freaking out about maintenance, though. I watch all these channels and they're saying how difficult maintenance is. Take your shot, eat right, do your exercise, and wherever you are is where you're going to be. It's the way I see it. Maybe I'm completely wrong. We'll see if I feel different when I get there. But for right now, that's it. That's the update. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to edit this a little bit. So we'll work on that, and hopefully it'll be out for Sunday morning consumption. And yeah, so update. What would I tell 40-year-old Brian? What would 80-year-old Brian tell 60-year-old Brian? If you have any comments about that, think about it yourself. Put some comments below. Also, is it confusing, the Brian's Silver Health Quest? Should I just say Brian's Senior Health Quest? Am I a senior? Are you? All right, that's it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for checking in. Talk to you later.